Hi everyone, my name is Marjorie. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm participating in this Dollhouse Transformation Christmas Edition with these wonderful crafters. So please check out the playlist below and make sure you are going and looking at all the videos. And if you're coming from the playlist and you're new here, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. And if you don't mind, please consider subscribing. So I've got the dollhouse, and what I didn't show is all of the painting. I did go ahead and give them a good 2 coats of white spray paint, and then I had also took the mineral chalk paint and painted the main portion of the house. Then I just took a small brush and used some apple barrel black paint and colored in or painted in the trim of the door and the windows. And now I'm taking this beautiful red from Folk Art. It's kind of like a rustic colored red, so when it dries a little darker than your standard red. And I just love it. I think it's really pretty and nice for that real good rustic look. And as you can tell, I'm just painting the door, and that's really the only color. I just wanted the door to have a pop of color to stand out a bit. And that is it for that house. Now this house, I did the same thing. I gave it a good 2 couple of coats of white spray paint, and then what I did is I actually used an apple barrel acrylic paint sorry, and there was a couple of browns that I was going to use, but yes, I did use the apple barrel. It was a brown color. And then on the front of the house, there was some little, what to me kind of look like bushes, so I'm actually just painting those in green, and I gave it a good couple of coats of the, I think it was the Christmas green from Apple Barrel as well. Now I took one of those Chanel stems from the Dollar Tree, and I just kind of made it into these small wreaths. It made 3 wreaths out of one of the Chanel stems, and now I'm just taking a little dot of glue and attaching the wreath to the fronts of the 2 doors. Oh my goodness, fronts of the 2 windows, and then I'm making one for the front of the door. Now, I wanted to put some lights on here, and I bought a string of these small lights from Walmart, but I figured they were still a little bit too big for this. So what I decided to do is I had some of these bling wrap still that was popular probably a couple years ago, and I had some in the red and I have some in the white. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking strips of the red, and I'll go ahead and hot glue them to different edges of the house, and to me that was just for me to mimic the house lights. Now you do have to be careful with the heat gun. I mean the glue gun. I did have it on the low setting, and I just put a little bit of glue I tried to make sure I didn't put too much on there so it wouldn't seep through, but definitely when you're pushing the little gems down, try to make sure that you don't go pushing it too hard down, because if you do, then the glue is going to seep through the in between the little gems and it could burn you. I've done it a couple of times, so that, or you can use your spatula. I know a lot of people have that little silicone makeup spatula that they can use, or just any form of tool that could help assist you with adding on the gems without getting burnt. So then what I decide to do is I decide to just cut off one little gem and glue it to the top of each little wreath, just to give it a little bit of a pop of color to break up all of that green. Next, I take the white little bling wrap, and I will end up doing the same thing. But here I've got these little Christmas foam decor pieces, and I've had these for a couple years. And I just glue a couple of the candy canes on each side of the house, and then I've got these little other Christmas candies that are super cute that I just glue to the sides of the front door. I don't think I showed it, but I did take a silver metallic marker, and I just colored in the doors and the curtains on the side of the house for this one, just for that extra pop of color. Now here I'm just doing the same thing with these as being the white lights on the house. Now I didn't paint the inside of the house, but definitely I think if you're gonna design a piece and give it as a gift to somebody, I definitely would paint the inside. I just really don't like the original color of the pink and purple. It's so bright and I just don't like it. But I think it would be really cute if you were to make like a little Christmas village, and that would be such a cute little Christmas present to give somebody. And but definitely paint the inside of the house at white as well, or just some color. So I'm taking some of the bling wrap and just adding it as extra trim around the top of the door, just for little added touches of lights here and there. And I can't remember if I do it to the windows, but I do it to the V-shaped windows at the top. So here, the last thing I do to the houses is I just go ahead and add on a pretty good amount of Mod Podge, and then I've got this big bag of faux snow that I had got, like, I want to say it was probably 90% off, 75, 90% off of Walmart, like 3 years ago. And I hardly ever use this stuff, but here I am. I'm just adding little snow to the top and I'll of the house, and I'll actually do it to both of the houses. I see I should have checked. I didn't check the top of that house, and it had a little too much purple showing for me. But I was already so far done with the houses that I didn't want to go back and paint it. So I figured I would just put a little extra love and care on with the snow, and everything turned out pretty good. So I live in Texas and we don't hardly get any snow. So when it does snow, it is really nice and pretty, and I do like to try to enjoy it. Not that I go out there and play in it or anything, but just being able to look out on my back porch and seeing that beautiful snow on the ground. But here's the finished outcome, and I hope you guys really liked it. I had fun. Thank you, and y'all have a blessed day.